This is the LG QNED85A. It's a 2025 model marketed as a mini LED TV by LG, but is it a real mini LED? The quick answer will be no if we take into account the mini LED concept that we were used to since 2021. I mean, the concept mini LED was associated as a complement of the full array backlighting technology, but with the smaller LED lights and a greater number of them in order to achieve more dimming zones, hence a better performance in dark scenes with less halo effect, or also known as blooming effect. And of course, the mini LED has other objective, which was to give a higher amount of brightness to any TV. But I think the most important aspect always aimed to a much better performance in dark scenes. But what is the problem this year with this QNED85A? Well, apparently this technology was never regulated, in the sense that there is nothing that mandates the term mini LED must be necessarily associated with the term full array. Brands like Samsung and LG took advantage of this year with some of their models, attempting in one way or another to deceive people through legal loopholes. This means that now a brand is able to say that any TV has mini LED backlighting technology simply with one or two facts: a relatively high amount of brightness and smaller LED lights. This means that you can have an edge-lit TV, and simply with the fact that these LED lights are relatively small, with that is enough to say a TV is mini LED. And that's what happened with, for example, the Samsung QN70F and with this LG QNED85A. This LG model, from my point of view and from the point of view of almost any user, is not a real mini LED TV. I mean, legally LG is not wrong by saying this model is mini LED according to what I have just explained. But according to what users knew or what we were used to, this QNED85A is not a real mini LED. It is a simple edge-lit TV with a not so good performance in dark scenes, especially when the content has some HDR technology, for example Dolby Vision, and even worse if you watch this type of content with subtitles. Black colors depth is not good, you can perceive grayish black colors and a lot of clouding effect, or if you activate local dimming feature, you will notice too much halo or blooming effect, which is very annoying. I mean, this model only has 6 dimming zones for this 55 inches size. And this is ridiculous. It has the same amount of dimming zones compared to other QNED models had from previous years. This means LG decided simply to say this TV is mini LED because the amount of brightness it reaches in some picture modes is relatively high, which is true. I mean, this TV in terms of brightness and also in terms of colors shows pretty good results. And also in terms of viewing angles due to its ADS panel. Hence, as you can see, colors won't look too washed out or won't lose too much volume even if you watch this screen from a very wide angle. The problem, as you noticed, is the performance in dark scenes, which is not good, and actually a lot of users are complaining about this. But this is not the only complaint about this TV, because the speakers system is not really good. I mean, it has a relatively clear performance, but it lacks a lot of bass and surround experience. And in fact, this is not what we were used to about LG's TV's speakers systems.
The makers felt a weapon as powerful as the Slayer should be guided.
They lied to us. Now he has the leash.
He's not one of us. All I can be is divided.
In terms of gaming performance, the result is good. It has 4 HDMI 2.1 ports, compatible with 120Hz in 4K, along with variable refresh rate technologies. It has a DC game bar with different features, including the picture mode it offers, which is something good. The performance is outstanding in terms of motion handling. I personally never perceived ghosting effect, input lag felt great, and response time too. And with video games with a lot of dark scenes, you simply will notice slightly grayish black colors and some halo or blooming effect, with more intensity if the video game has some HDR technology, such as for example Dolby Vision or HDR10. Among other aspects, the TV has the WebOS operating system with good smoothness or fluency. It has the new Magic Remote with the button for voice commands, although this TV does not support hands-free voice commands feature. It has the multi-view option, which might be useful for some users. The App Store belongs to this operating system, which is not based on Android, hence you cannot install APK files. So, as a conclusion, this TV is not for everyone. This TV is only for somebody who loves the brand and needs a TV with a good amount of brightness, outstanding colors accuracy, and good viewing angles. And well, for gaming it's pretty good too. Just remember that in dark scenes will not be the best option, and it will not perform as we were used to from a real mini LED TV, because as I have said before, I don't consider this model a real mini LED TV. And hopefully LG stops doing this for this next year, otherwise people will stop believing in this brand, or at least that's what I think. But guys, please let me know in the comment section down below what you think about this model. Will you buy it, yes or not, and why? I remind you guys, you can support my channel by doing some purchases through the links I put in the description and also in the first comment. Also click the like button if you enjoyed this video, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Thanks a lot for watching, and until next time.